California. It really is a magnificent place to be, and I'm sure it's inspiring both students, young and old. And I can tell you, since joining the Cabinet in May 2016, it's been an absolute honour to be responsible for economic development and for transport in Wales, because both are key components in the delivery of our national strategy, Prosperity for All. I'm going to talk briefly, if I may, about the Economic Action Plan, because transport connected infrastructure is critical in the delivery of prosperity for all and the delivery of inclusive growth. And we are not alone, and Wales is not alone internationally in driving growth with a purpose, in driving inclusive growth. There are many good examples around the world of countries that have achieved inclusive growth, and it's my firm belief that we shouldn't just be growing the economy in the aggregate. We should be identifying ways and means of ensuring that we reduce inequality across our communities and indeed within our communities. And again, transport plays a critical role in that regard. The plan, the Economic Action Plan, as I say, is a plan for inclusive growth, but it's also a plan that is intended to build strong foundations in our economy. It's designed to supercharge the industries of the future and to empower our regions to become far more productive, to identify their unique strengths and to, for want of a better turn of phrase, go help a lever in developing those unique strengths on a global platform. And I'm excited about the opportunities that the plan presents for us to work very differently in the future, to work collaboratively across government and across Wales. And our immediate focus within the plan is on implementing, if you like, the big ticket ideas, the big ticket policy changes. First of all, establishing the economic contract, then also embedding the calls to action, the new prism through which our support will be channeled and focused, and then in rolling out the Economy Futures Fund. Now, the economic contract, I think, is the centrepiece of the plan. It will frame the reciprocal relationship between government and business and drive public investment with a social purpose. If you like, it is the gateway through which businesses will have to demonstrate that they are contributing to inclusive growth. With the help that we're going to be offering to business, I'm sure, I'm confident that we'll be helping many of our businesses to overcome the challenges of the future through the calls to action. Any business asking for direct financial support will be required to develop proposals that respond to and align with at least one of the calls to action. Those calls are very simple and very clear. First of all, decarbonisation. Secondly, exports and trade. It's proven that the most productive economies are those that export and that trade with other nations. It's absolutely vital as we leave the EU that we trade not just with the UK, but also that we trade more with the rest of the world. Thirdly, high quality employment, skills development and fair work to improve our skills base and also to ensure that work is fairly rewarded. And finally, research and development, automation and digitalization. We want to help businesses to develop and introduce new products, to innovate more, to diffuse innovation across the economy, to automate and to digitize in order to remain competitive in the fourth industrial revolution. And we'll streamline our approach into a single consolidated Economy Futures Fund. We're responding to the call from business for simplicity and their expectation of partnership with government to be efficient and effective. The fund will align support to our 5 calls to action and the economic contract, supporting those businesses that wish to adapt and to grow. And as we attempt to navigate uncharted Brexit waters, the plan, if we implement it fully, will ensure that Wales plays a full part in making the success of the opportunities and the challenges that lie ahead of us. And in the context of today's discussion, I think it's vitally important that we ensure our ambitions for an integrated, accessible, and inclusive transport system are firmly rooted in the principles that I've set out in the Economic Action Plan. Transport has a pivotal role to play in improving the nation's prosperity and connecting people, communities, and businesses to jobs, facilities, services, and markets. And we've talked about transforming our public transport network for some years now. And we've made some good improvements. Our investment to safeguard the future of Cardiff Airport is paying off. We expect the airport to turn to profitability very soon. And my officials are working closely with the airport to explore options to further enhance public transport links that are so desperately needed to improve connectivity to the airport from Swansea and West Wales. So in many ways, this year, 2018, will be regarded as a year when we in Wales entered a new era for the delivery of public transport fit for the 21st century. It's a year when we expect to become the franchising authority for rail and to award the next Welsh rail franchise, a franchise that will deliver better services across the country. And 2018 is also a year when I will be bringing forward proposals that will seek to improve the planning and the delivery of local bus services across Wales. Bus services are and will continue to be the cornerstone of our public transport network. I want to ensure that in planning and delivering local bus services with our bus operators, more people have access to a bus network that is fast, that is clean, that is reliable, and that is efficient, and of course one that provides an accessible and inclusive alternative to the reliance that many people have on private motorcar. Our work also considers the contribution that taxis and private hire vehicles, as well as community transport, can make to our vision of a fully integrated transport network across Wales. And our work is rooted in the principle of making public transport available to all, no matter where you live, no matter whether you're in the most intensely urbanised area or in the most remote rural community. And so, in that regard, we should not forget either that road-based public transport relies on a local and strategic road network that is well maintained and free from congestion. But I also want to see more people walking and cycling to become fitter and healthier. And our Active Travel Act will help us to achieve just that. Local authorities now need to plan systematically to create fit-for-purpose walking and cycling routes across their respective areas. And our national priorities are already having a direct impact, I think, for the people and businesses in the Swansea region and beyond. I was particularly pleased to be able to support Swansea University's recent bid for a public bike hire scheme. I think it's great news that the university campus will soon have a bike hire station, as well as 4 other key locations in Swansea. And as part of our current delivery, I'm making significant investments right across the region, as well as funding, I think very importantly, the concept development of the Swansea Bay Metro. It'd probably be remiss of me not to talk about transport this morning and to not mention the electrification of the main line through to Swansea. It goes without saying that I'm deeply disappointed by the UK government's decision to cancel electrification between Cardiff and Swansea. However, my role now in the coming months will be to ensure that commitments made by the Department of Transport, such as improving journey times and connections between Swansea and Cardiff, to improving stations in and around Swansea, direct services to Pembroke Dock to London via Carmarthen, on new state-of-the-art intercity express trains are delivered in full. The decision taken by the Department of Transport, I think, also amplifies the need for decisions on transport in Wales to be made here in Wales. Welsh ministers, in partnership with business and our public sector colleagues are, in my view, best placed to take decisions that will ultimately deliver improvements to our infrastructure and transport system in our country. And finally, the £1.3 billion Swansea Bay City Region deal has brought together Swansea, Carmarthenshire, Neath Port Talbot and Pembrokeshire councils based on an ambitious vision for the region and future technologies being developed right here. Over the next 15 years, the deal aims to boost the local economy by £1.8 billion and to generate almost 10,000 new jobs. And I think that the successful signing of the deal is showing what working in partnership can truly achieve. And so I look forward to embracing the challenges and the opportunities that lie ahead, working collaboratively with you to ensure that there is prosperity for all. Thank you very much.